what an outstanding film, a moving film, important film.
Thank you.
What was it about the story that you thought, I just want to tell it on the big screen? Personally, what was it?
Part of it was, I had never seen, a story like this or characters like this, in movies that I watch. But then even more importantly, I saw myself in Terrell's play. I didn't know him at that time, but we grew up, the same block, went to the same schools, and our moms went through the same ordeal. And so it just became this thing where it's like, how could I not tell this story? If Terrell was going to allow me to take it on.
And you told it so beautifully. Just let's talk about the casting first. The three young men that you chose to play Chiron.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! How did you do that?
Mm-hmm.
It was like an extension of each. It was really amazing.
No, and that was what the idea was. We right away decided we were going to tell the story in 3 chapters, and that we were going to have a different actor play the main character in each chapter. To me, the character becomes a different person, so it was okay to cast different people to play him. And I didn't want them to be like, oh, he has his cheekbones, or he got too tall, or things like that. It was more about the soul of the actor, and having the same feeling and spirituality, because men who grow up the way that Terrell and I do or did, they sometimes go through these rapid changes, but that little boy is always still inside there. Yeah. And I love that I can look in Travante's eyes and see Alex, even though, you got this little kid, this big old dude, it's the same person.
Tell me about Alex, because, like they say, it's hard to work with children
Mm-hmm.
and animals and all that kind of,
Mm-hmm.
He was so good. I couldn't take my eyes off of him, and my heart was just breaking, and especially in the beginning, too, when he just
Mm-hmm.
didn't speak. And, what was he like to work with?
Well, and it's weird because he's a very loquacious kid, but right away I realized he was curious, he was genuine, and he was intelligent, and he would listen.
Yeah.
And so I think over the course of shooting, Alex learned to perform, and everything he learned right away he could put it into practice, and he was just wonderful.
Did the three of them ever meet up or talk about the similarities?
No, I wouldn't allow it.
Interesting. Why?
I mean, they each had the same script, but again, they're different people. Yeah. Same character, but different people. I didn't want them to mimic each other. I didn't want them to influence. Oh, I came from this place, so now I go to this place. I didn't want that. I wanted them to be wholly themselves, and allow for, Terrell's writing and my writing and the direction, to fill in the space where you can connect the 3 characters.
Yeah. There's so many outstanding performances. Everybody's so good. But Janelle Monáe. Hello.
She was amazing, and again, similar to Alex, much different sort of wavelength, but she had never acted before, and again, she came in and she was open to the process, and I give Mahershala Ali a lot of credit for that, because Ali worked with both Alex and Janelle,
right.
And here's this very seasoned actor working with these novices, and they all just got together and sort of, I like to say share the burden on set, and we all just shared the burden, and I think together we all rose.
There's so much being said in this film, there's a lot, but what are you hoping that audiences will take from it?
The biggest thing for me is people keep saying, oh, it's a story that's never been told, or I never see characters like that, but I grew up with people like this, like all the time. I think we walk past these people, characters like Black and, and Little and Chiron, and we never think, oh, where'd that person come from? What's his story? How is he feeling? And I just hope that people will see this film, and when they go out and they see someone like these characters, maybe they'll stop and think, oh, I wonder how that person's feeling. Maybe they're feeling like Chiron. Maybe they're feeling like Black.
Yeah. Oh, well, like I said, it's just fabulous, and and just keep bringing your films to Toronto. It seems to be a trend for you.
Hey, I promise I will, and I'll make them a lot faster.
Good. Yes. 8 years, dude. Why did it take so long?
Hey, it takes a village, and sometimes the village has a slow maturation. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad this village came together for you. It's really outstanding.
Thank
Great
you.
work. Thank you.
Appreciate
nice
it.
Talk.